Hello and a warm greeting to one and all. Thank you, Pemimpin, for giving me an opportunity to share my story and teaching learning strategies on this platform with all the wonderful people around. To begin with, I would like to share my screen with you all. This is myself, Nasreen Fatima, from New Rosary High School, Hyderabad, Telangana, India, from India. To introduce myself, I'm the secretary and correspondent of New Rosary High School, and the school was established way back in 1995 with 2 classrooms, 40 students, and 3 teachers. And the story of its establishments as for now is considered as a unique one. But I'm not sure many of you must also be sailing in the same boat. But we started a preparatory school so that the students get this. The idea behind starting the school was to make sure that the student gets admission into the reputed institutions. But it so happened that most of the parents who felt it convenient, as well as the students got well adapted to the school environment, which was so the neighboring parents started insisting us on upgrading the school. So we had to upgrade it every year. A class was upgraded, and so the school is now a high school with around 280 students, 25 staff members, with 3 floors right now. And we did had challenges, like I'm sharing the picture of this little Namrata here, who has helped us in keep moving and keep the shows, keep our institution running all these days during all hard times. Also, students like Namrata has really played a key role in doing so. And she was, when we even had to, because once we started the school, but we for secondary school we were not having space at that time. So somewhere around from 2001 to 2005, even we have run our school in shift system. So during that time, secondary, pre-primary and primary were coming in the morning shift, and secondary 6th to 10th were in the afternoon shift. But though the parents wanted us to upgrade, but most of them doesn't want to continue because they doesn't want their students to come in the afternoon session. So many students from secondary school withdrew at that time. So among them were the Namrata's family also. Namrata and her brother was also in our school. But Namrata, right from that very young age, could identify her potentials. And, she found our school as a best institution and student best fit for her. And she declared and made her parents that she is not going to change her school and would continue in our school. Though her mother took away her brother, but she continued in our school. And I'm so proud that Namrata passed class 10th from our school, and then she was state second rank, got second rank in the state in intermediate. And in the first attempt itself, she got an admission in chartered accountancy, and right now she's working with the big 5 firms of Hyderabad as a chartered accountant. I feel I have a clear vision of overall development, and is a cultivator of self and learner by heart, because I energize, learn, unlearn, and relearn. I work closely with the parents and teachers to attain educational standards while while allowing children and teachers to thoroughly enjoy school time and remain focused. I keep myself updated about the latest development in the field of education, especially teacher education. The result of the learning process are generally influenced by learning. Now, if you look at the problems and the challenges we were facing in our institution, and generally it got aggravated during this pandemic time. And this we have found that the students are disinterested, and we could not create a positive classroom climate, which was badly missing. So then when we studied about the causes and effects of it, we found that the causes were they're the first generation learners, first thing, and then there was a lack of understanding because of poor basics. And this was affecting in students becoming disinterested and lot of absenteeism, and this created a very negative classroom climate. Teachers time was more focused in maintaining the behavioral issues than taking care of the academics. Several scientists and the linguists, after conducting studies, have come to the conclusion that language shape how a person thinks and behaves, and language plays a vital role in how an individual perceives the world around him. So we wanted to build a thinking capacity for our students. So for that, we thought of going ahead and take interventions to how to cope up with this challenge. So our intervention, we found that there is a need to have a foundational literacy and numeracy classes for all the students. So for that, it was very important that first we had to analyze the levels of the students, and then there was a need to have a proper child-centric resources. For that, it was not possible as an institution all alone, because we need to have a large amount of data and to see to collaborate with the institutions having similar problems. And we are thankful to Allocate, which has helped us in doing this research, connecting all such institutions like ours together, and then providing us with the right type of resources that could help students at right level, right time. And hence we have started with the 45 minutes period dedicated every day. There is literacy one day and numeracy one day. That means numeracy and literacy will be on an alternate day. Early morning 45 minutes, all the students had to have these basics as per their levels, and then we'll continue with the regular classrooms. And level tests were conducted, keeping after the study that what should students know in English and maths by the time they complete UKG, that is upper kindergarten. Then identifies initial and end sound words, understand who, what, where in a simple questions, and what should be the learning outcomes, how can we keep them engaged, what should be the most words, fry words. We have selected some fry words that would interest with the age of the children, collecting right then, and the recognizing the number, quantity, and all these things like using toffees or sort of materials that could really interest those children. Such pictorial sort of images we used and worked on as students, and after the research done, we have come up with a framework to evaluate the foundational and literacy learning levels. We started with the level 1 with the recognition of the letters, then words, then paragraphs, then story, then prosody reading, as well as the comprehension. These activities were encouraged in all the levels, and based upon the levels, we divided the students in different categories, like heterogeneous groups. Like level 1 could be from class 4 to 10, anybody could come in level 1 based upon their capacities. And then we started conducting their classes every day. And these were the materials which we have used for English and mathematics based upon their levels. You can even see, then this has a very good, this material which was used for 45 minutes, and its impact, we could see it within 2 months. The impact we could see is qualitative data for class 4 to 6. It shows 60% of the students, they became more interactive. And class 7 to 10 shows 40% of the students are more interested in the class activities. And if you look at the quantitative data, we could make out that the score of the students increased, and an average of 18% in numeracy and 7% in literacy. and even attendance improved by 40%. I would just like to share few of the good videos you would enjoy, how we conducted the tests and started encouraging, how did we even engage the students, parents, and the teachers in this foundational literacy and numeracy activities. I'd just like to share them with you. Oh, 1 second. And
my school name school. Acad and right. Same high. Fat. The cat. Salt.
Big rat.
Big rat. The rat. A rat. The rat. The rat. Two ran. Two ran. Sam. Sam ran. Ran for the cat. Good morning, teacher. My name is Abdul Ahad. I study the cat saw big rat. The cat run to run. School. Story reading. A cat and a rat.
Sam.
Sam. Sam has a cat. A cat. The cat fat. Is fat. The cat saw a big rat. The cat ran for the rat. The
so initially we conducted these type of programs for the children, and to encourage them, we started even sharing them on our Facebook. That make the parents were encouraged,
is
and
fat.
earlier though we were having a lot of problem for the parents in sharing the videos, but right now within 2 months it's getting flooded over with the videos, and everybody wants their children to be on our website, and their pictures to be shared on the Facebook. So that is how parents, teachers, and students got motivated. And we also allowed the parents, you can see this student.
2.
He was
List
a high
out the food components. Observe the given packet which to and list out the food components present in it. In the table 1, put a tick mark if you find the list food component present in the food item. Collect some other food packets as well as like those of chips, milk, juice, dal, etc. and identify
So that's how we started motivating our parents and students and teachers. The maximum number of videos they share, and the classes from which we are getting a lot of videos that teacher is appreciated and parents were also appreciated. So we started giving them stars, and these accumulated stars at the end of we have got two national festivals, that's the Independence Day and Republic Day. On those days, we started identifying these best students, teachers, and the parents and awarding them. So this has helped us in motivating and encouraging all the stakeholders take part in foundational numeracy and literacy classes. And then our sustainability and future plans are, we wanted to we want to continue to have a continuous professional development for all our stakeholders. And we would like to even conduct this level courses after detailed study and action research in order to reach all types of learners. And we'll have to learn practical ways to explore values and empower students to examine the ways in which they could make positive impact. And working in this way, we wanted to start within own context, and sharing this with others throughout the course will definitely help us to develop a new and collective way of thinking for a sustainable future. And as per our teachers, we just wanted to have a 5-week course material developed for them, which we are planning to do that. But maybe after 2 years, for one or 2 years, we wanted to continue with one class every alternate day in the school after the school reopens in the month of June, also with numeracy and literacy as it is happening right now. Maybe the levels, maybe we are planning even to start it right from the level 1 for all the sessions to have a very strong base. And discrete oriented pedagogies also we wanted to apply in future to make a strong language and thought process to develop on the students. Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me by Pemimpin and Allocate. Hope you all had liked it, and we'll be waiting to know if you have got any questions. Thank you very much.